Right, I think the difficult part is slightly over now. We're going to remove these two, 1 and 2. 1, 2 mirror bolts now. This will bring this mirror out. The right hand side is slightly different, so we're going to turn to the right hand side when we reach there, where we are removing this one. But before that, what we wanted to show you was we've removed the air intake tube also. The wiring needs to go right from underneath here all the way here. It's going to come out now from here. So this is the antenna plug that we're talking about. This needs to be removed first before you pull the mirror, otherwise you're going to damage the antenna. These are the antenna wires. Please remove this first. This particular thing needs to come out first. It's a T25 bolt. You can use the key to remove that. So we're going to do this. Yeah. So this is now out. Yeah, the mirror is free. Now this is as good as the other side mirror. Now we're going to remove these two bolts using T30 bit. So this is the antenna plug that needs to be removed. We're going to find out, yeah, here. We need to remove the antenna plug. So another piece, do not remove this bolt. You can easily remove the antenna clip from here. So press this. Obviously this requires little effort here, but this is the place from where this antenna plug can be easily removed. Alright guys, one of the things which is very important. None of the videos that I've seen on YouTube or even on the Clearwater website, none of the videos talk about this. The mirror mounting is the most critical and the most challenging part. I have spent almost now 1 hour trying to figure this out, and I may be dumb, but I know there are more people like me around the world. So very important, the softer part of this mounting will be on the bike paint side. Right? The spacer needs to go here, which is very important. The spacer. The good part is Clearwater has provided everything to us. The spacer goes here. This particular piece, when you bolt this up, you have to be very careful of the positioning of the antenna cable. It is mentioned in their book as well, but make sure that this is pointing exactly parallel to your mirror mount here. That will be much more easier for you to mount it. Now let's try and put this together. See, again, pretty confusing, but once you get a hang of it, this is how this needs to be there. Then once you bolt this up, there will be no spaces which will be left. So it's pretty good, pretty neat what they've done, right? So what you need to now do is take, there's a mounting here. There's a mounting hardware which is this small piece. This small piece will come like this. Look at this. It's almost a 90-degree angle. These two come here. You put a bolt here. The bolts are provided. It's again a T25 bolt, which you can fix in. And then, while I'll do the other one, these are the mirror mount bolts. These will go here, all the way here, and they will automatically. Oh, sorry, I forgot one step. Important part. From the back side, these are two bolts that need to go in from the back side, which will give all the support and strength to this mounting. And that's the critical part. So obviously I picked up a wrong bolt. This is the bolt that comes in. There are 8 of them in the pack. Use this one. This goes right in here. And this is the bolt. These 4 bolts are the actual bolts that are actually keeping your mounting they're securing the mounting. So it needs to go in here. So the way Clearwater has designed these bolts is, they have very smartly used the back side of these mirror where the mirror bolts go. So what you do is, these 2 bolts go from the back, those ones from the front, and the mirror mounts will go right where mirror bolts will go right where they were. Right guys, one very important thing. You must have noticed the step where we had inserted the nut, these bolts from the back. Then these are the mirror bolts in the front. Now when we were trying to put in the mirrors here, these bolts were not going inside completely. So what you need to do is, you need to adjust these to a level where maybe just bring them out 1/4 and a lot of you guys will think that this will like weaken the bracket. The bracket won't weaken up because there are 2 additional bolts here. This is only for like holding it like here, and now you see these bolts are now getting further in. This is again, as I said, these are some of the challenges that I faced for like at least 20 minutes. I couldn't figure out what exactly is the problem, but then this piece is not available anywhere on the YouTube videos that I've seen. So very important stuff. Be very careful when you do this. Alright guys, what we are also doing now is trying to get the Darlas also mounted. So the Darlas that I ordered with the Savina, I got these fork mounts. The fork mounts need to go here. Pretty easy step, not very difficult. Get these 2 bolts out, put these brackets in. Now before you do the brackets in, make sure that you mount the lights here. The lights come with the different bolts. I would recommend these kind of bolts that are there. And before you actually tighten these, make sure that you have the position of the light correct, which you will be able to do it later as well. So this is pretty much easy, not a big deal. I'll show you how I do the wiring once I do the mounting. So this is where we are. This is the can opener which came with the bike, version 3.3. I know this looks very confusing at this time, but if you do it patiently, you will be able to fix this pretty quickly. The can opener, as a lot of people have suggested, this is the right point to mount and keep your can opener here. And data cable I have not attached right now. I will do that in due course of time. But the wire which is coming from the back, this black wire, is the Billy Junior light wire. The 2 red wires, one is coming from the front indicator wire and the second is coming from the back. Both red goes to the can opener red wire, which is this one. The black wire, one from the back and one from the LED indicator, goes to the black wire of the can opener. This is where the Billy connection is complete. So I'm going to leave the Billy connection right now here itself. I'm focusing now on the front side. This is where my wiring is now running. It's coming all the way from the air intake, under the air intake, all the way down here. There are a few tie cords that I'm using. I'm going to clean it up a little more just to make sure that there are no tangled wires or anything. But this is where we are. I've started to mount the Savina brackets here. So now the next thing which I'm going to do is do the connections of Savina. Darla I've already mounted the Darlas here. So Darlas are done. The connections are left now. So I've all the extension cords that I've spoken about earlier. These extension cords will come very handy when we connect. And this is where I mounted my relay at this point. I think this is the safest point. Waterproofing also doesn't require, you don't need any waterproofing here. I've secured it through a tie cord, and once I have finalized the connections, I'm going to put some more tie cords here just to ensure the safety. So guys, finally we are done now. After almost 8.5 hours of hard work, we are finally here now. Everything is installed. Savina is installed, Darla, Billy Jr., everything is now installed. And I'll share how all these lights look now. So this is how it looks. We have Savina's at the top and Darla's at the bottom. And then I'm going to walk all the way to the back, and Billy Jr. is here. It was a tough day today, I think, but at the end, once we've installed all this, I think you get that satisfaction that you've been able to do it yourself. But yes, quite challenging. But in the next video, what I'm going to show is how to program the lights in different modes, and then in the following video maybe we can also do a test ride during the either night or early in the morning, just to see how the light works in the dark time. Thanks guys, thanks for staying with me. Have a good one. Bye.